I'm Todd Grisham, and we're going old school tonight here inside the Grand Theater. Alongside me, Arturo Thunder Gatti. Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight. Well, we're all...
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red...
Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
This has got the feel of a coliseum, just small enough to hear everybody breathing, but big enough.
And we're underway in round one. These two fighters are made for one another. Neither man really defending themselves. There's a counter shot. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
He misses with that jab. And he misses with that jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He missed with that jab.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, every twitch.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And a counter left. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And there's the bell for round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Perfect counter lands. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Good counter punching. Both men step back for just a moment. He misses with that jab. Knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. And he just misses with that jab.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Got out of the way of that right hook. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you block and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Blocks that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
It's so important now in this first minute. Okay, I'm happy. Like that round. Good work.
And there's the bell for round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Counter right. Punch, counter punch. And he just missed with that left jab. He threw the hook, didn't land. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Nice exchange here from both men. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Look at these men showing exceptional chins, by the way.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Mate, he's gone. I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump up. Body and head. Be smart. Change your angle. Go out there and finish him. He's ready.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. That hook won't score. Neither man really defending themselves. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Top.
Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. He's got a wounded animal right in front of him. Can he put him away? I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least. Shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. They missed with the jab.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Good left counter that lands. Throws the jab but does not score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Nice counter shot. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fight.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shot. That could be the real difference.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork, that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Catch and shoot. Left punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Good counter-punching from both these fighters. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance.
Here we go in the 6th round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round? Beautiful counter shot. Good counter left hand there. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They exchange punches. Nice job by him to block that jab. Lands with the right counter. When are we going to see a jab from these two? These two are the perfect dance partners.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dares do anything out of turn.
You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3 full-shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get... Round 7, here we go. Can they seal the deal in this round after what we saw just a minute ago? Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Left counter punch will score. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Tried to score with a jab. And he fails to score with that left hook. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic and you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man. Keep smart.
And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. That left hook missed. Can't land that jab. Counter-punching for both these athletes. Neither one of them wants this to go to the judges' scorecards. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Nice counter shot with the right hand. And that jab just missed with the left hand. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. Nice counter. That counter shot lands. Prevents that left uppercut from scoring. And that left hook doesn't find its target. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Perfect counter shot. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Great round. Now, relax.
There's the bell to start round 9. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Good counter punch. Not many of the people in the division hit like them. That left counter was perfectly timed. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
What a punch. Nobody home with that hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? There's the bell to start round 10. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Neither man really defending themselves. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fighters like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Trying to land that jab. Beautiful counter punch. That big hook doesn't land. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way.
I've seen it happen so many times. Don't take things for granted.
Left counter scores. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominant.
Let's start 11. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job. And these shots, even if they land, are going to do no damage. Left punch. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you gotta think them. You've just gotta be smarter than them. You've gotta be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. These two are the perfect dance partners. Nice exchange here from both men.
It's everything we dreamt of. It's everything we got excited and giddy for. This is what we're here for.
Missing with the hook. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging could be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be...
Who thought we would have made it to 12? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round? One moment changes everything, especially in this division. That jab doesn't find a home. Nice counter shot. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Good counter right-handed kick. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. That left hook misses. Great counter right hand there. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Punch, counter punch. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Good counter punching. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. There's a counter shot. A pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.